What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike. This is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling. I'm Mark the Mike and joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And we're back with a Wrestling Babble. We'll be covering the two pay-per-views, Forbidden Door and Money in the Bank. That was on last night. We'll give our reviews and all, and probably give you a rundown of what happened in the week. But first, we go to Superstar, our wrestling retrospect. And your pick was Jamie Noble. Or was my pick? Your pick.
Yes, sir. The this week I mostly have SmackDown, so that's that.
Okay.
The first one I have is Jamie Noble versus Tajiri.
Yeah.
This is for the Cruiserweight Championship. The date is 11/20/2003.
Nice.
Uh, this one he does seem to be by himself, but Tajiri actually has two people with him. One big buff guy, well, one buff Japanese guy, and I think the other guy is Jimmy Wang Yang
Yeah.
with the little ponytail. But
Yeah.
this is like
Cowboy looking.
before, no, this is before he starts having a character.
Okay.
He's literally dressed in all black. He looked like security,
Yeah, yeah.
but they come with Tajiri to the ring. This match is actually very good. It is interesting. It's a mostly like for the time period, it's mostly one on one. You would think that he had Nydia at the ring. For some reason, she's just not here,
Yeah.
and then you find out why. So after they have a really good match, which is super close, right?
Yeah.
Then she comes down the ramp blind. So I don't remember exactly what happened.
She got blinded by fucking the mist.
Oh, so it was
So
Tajiri that blinded her.
I
Okay,
think it was
okay.
like a week before she got blinded by the mist
So
because
she's
Jamie used her as a shield.
Oh, that's not good. Well, she's down here with a big fur coat on and a walking stick, and is having trouble. And he sees it, and he cannot concentrate, so he loses his chance at getting the title. So there you go. Tajiri beats him
Alright,
with a roll up.
nice. All right. My first match is one that I found randomly going through a whole of WCW with Jamie Noble, and this is the date. This was on a Thunder. This was February 14th, 2001. So this is like months before they closed. This is AJ Styles and Air Paris versus Jamie Noble and Evan Courageous. So I think this was before the that no, actually no, he still had the 3 count kind of gimmick and stuff like that. But I think this was when he was working with Medusa more than anything. So she was on the side with her. So this is a tag match. They actually very high flying, very move. Like they go at it. So like the AJ Styles is AJ Styles. Like even back then, he just looks like a really plain guy. But really good match, really good back and forth. Jamie Noble is the one that took the pin. AJ did a 450 splash to finish it, but it looked like they were really trying to push this Air Paris kid, but I think he got hurt during the match and kind of was out the match for most of it. But that was my first match.
The second one I have is a bit further. They don't have the exact date. This one is 2007. It is Hornswoggle versus Jamie Noble. This is also Jamie Noble as the challenger. Oh, Scott Steiner doesn't care.
Yeah.
He is mad as hell. His nephew lost. So, um, this one is him as a challenger versus Hornswoggle. I do not remember when Hornswoggle won the championship. Uh, but what he does is take his time to get to the ring to piss him off, right? He also obviously takes does not just show up. He he appears magically out of thin air with the championship. See, I don't know if they were like trying to say that he was magical,
Yeah.
but it's kind of funny, kind of messed up. Uh, they have a match. It's just every time he tries to touch him, Hornswoggle just either stomps on his foot, bites him, kicks him in the knee. It makes him look like he's the hardest person to hit. It's
Okay.
hilarious. Um, he has this thing. Okay, so you gotta tell me, have you seen lots of Hornswoggle matches? Because he has this Luigi slide. Why does he do the Luigi slide
Uh,
from
no,
Smash
that was
Brothers?
just like one of his
He
moves.
just goes in the ring, but he slides in.
Yeah, that's just how he moves in the ring.
And then so the end of the match is he just leaves, runs out of the ring, and wastes Jimmy Noble's time. After he comes back out, he takes forever to get pulled off the post while Noble's still outside and doesn't break the count. And that causes him to well actually the shoe flies off and then JP Noble doesn't break the count and gets counted out. So it's a ridiculous end.
Hmm. I think this one was probably connected to the storyline that you had for the first match, and this is Jamie Noble versus Nydia, and this was October 17th, 2002, and the special guest referee was Tajiri. So they pretty much was getting heat between each other. They were like beating the shit out of each other. Like Nydia like was slapping him during promos and all that stuff. They legit actually have a full wrestling match. And then it comes to a point that Tajiri is trying to help Nidia like win the match, and then Nidia kicks Tajiri right in the head, and they just both jump Tajiri, and that was pretty much them kind of collecting and taking out Tajiri. So the match had no contest because Nidia and him let him just beating the shit out of Tajiri. But
Oh,
they
that's
actually
pretty
fought
funny.
for like a good 10 minutes before that. So there you go. It was actually quite funny.
And this one, my last one, is Rey Mysterio versus Jamie Noble, which I think they fought multiple times. This one is
Yeah,
not for a championship. It is just a regular SmackDown 2003. Does not
yeah.
have the date. Rey Mysterio is wearing the green and yellow gear, so you know which match this is. It is Jamie Noble and Nydia versus Rey Mysterio. They don't put that she it's basically 2-on-1. Him and Rey Mysterio do have a good match,
Yeah,
but it can't be helped at this point in time because she is there. She's not blind.
yeah.
She's not blind. Um, and she definitely helps Jamie Noble. They don't win the match. Um, and what ends up happening is after a really cool sit down powerbomb that Noble does. I'm seeing. I forgot that he did that.
Yeah,
Really good. Right after that, that's like when Nydia like strikes,
yeah.
and then she gets caught and tripped up, and it's a double 619. And the funny part is, like, she catches the boots right in the face,
I
and there you go. I think it's what do you call it, West Coast pop.
Yep.
That was what it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
he's
West Coast
put him
Pop.
with that,
Yeah,
and that's it.
he stopped
Rey
doing that.
Mysterio wins.
He stopped doing that because his one of his knees popped when he did it once.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
There you
when
go.
because you see how he lands directly to the knee. So when I forgot who he did it to. I think he did it to a guy that's like slightly heavier. And so when he went down and it like tugged his knee really bad. And that's when he was out for like 6 months for that. And it was like a thing that he did all the time, but that it just yeah, he fucked up his knee up, so he stopped doing that, or he'll do it here and there. He won't do it all the time. But yeah, fun fact. And my last one is the Young Dragons versus 3 Count. This is the ladder match for a record contract that Tank Abbott is extremely happy for because he's just dancing outside the ring. And so this is when WCW was just straight chaos and did not end in a it just ended in war of outside interference and all that shit. And that's pretty much what WCW was during that time. But they had several ladder matches, but I think this one built up into a pay per view. This I think this was a New Blood Rising, August 13th, 2000, and yeah, the Young Dragons, which was Jamie Noble in Mask, and they and this is also Yang, Jimmy Yang. He was in the team, and Kaz. I forgot the other guy's name. It's Kaz something. But yeah, it was a crazy fun. It was a crazy like high match, and then 3 count is Evan Courageous, Shane Helms, and Shannon Moore. And then Tank Abbott's just there dancing most of the time, and then he actually helps. I didn't know the point of the thing, so they had a record and a contract, so they had to get both of them down. So the record came in first and came into play, and actually got hit. They wound up hitting each other with it and things like that. Then I didn't realize there was a contract stood up there, so I was like, oh, that's why the match didn't end and it's still fucking going. I had no clue because I couldn't see the contract because it was just actually a hanging paper on the fucking thing. That was it. Um, Tank Abbott helps 3 count win because he's such a fanboy, and pretty much after this, Tank Abbott kind of controlled 3 count in the songs because if they didn't sing and he wasn't happy, he would try to beat them up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's how it went. But it was a fun match, so definitely check it out. Those slightly 2000 WCW things, there's not a lot of good things out of it, but you got some really good cruiserweight stuff sometimes though. So that was a good thing. All right. Um, we go to Weekend Wrestling, but we're kind of going to make it speeded up and to build into Money in the Bank, and then Forbidden Door. They also had their builds going into that as well. The one I'll say the most important thing to actually spotlight is Paul Heyman getting trashed into the table.
Yeah.
Bloodshot,
Then the
right?
bloodline
Yeah.
try to kill him. Hmm.
Yep. Because he did not acknowledge Solo as his tribal chief. I liked it. I thought it was fucking great. I think Solo's doing an amazing job with carrying himself with the promos and the heat and everything like that. I think he's just getting more and more heat. He's getting more and more comfortable. So I'm giving him a lot of credit too because he's carrying himself very well.
Uh,
Um, we have more
is he
drama.
dead?
Heyman,
Is Paul
he
Heyman
hasn't
dead?
been seen since, so he cleared like the bad guys like when you beat them up, they just like disappear. That's pretty much what
Hmm.
Paul Heyman happened. He just disappeared. We also got more of the drama of Liv Morgan. Well, not really drama, and Dominic Mysterio. They
It's a
also,
soap.
yeah, it's a soap opera.
What I mean?
As the wheel turns, it's getting there. You see where it's going. Good for that. A lot of good stuff. I think the build up of Money in the Bank was a lot of fun, and then they building up going into it and stuff like that. So there was a lot of things going on. You had the 3-way matches that kind of build into it as well. So there was a lot of good stuff going into it. So it was a really good positive um paper positive shows going into the pay per views. AEW side, I got lost with a lot of the story. I had my issues with it, but I'll say one thing I really liked was the kill shot that was done to Osprey. Like that one, was before the contract signing or whatever it was. The wait in, he got fucking hit, but the one before that. But other than that, like I don't know. But we could get into that if you want, or you have anything else you want to add in.
I haven't been watching
Yeah.
AEW, so I don't.
Oh, okay. There you go. So, so we
The only
run
thing I
down.
saw was Tony Storm and that story, and that's about it.
I'm waiting for Tony Storm to do the dance for her.
And Daniel Garcia and MJF. That's about it.
Yeah, I I had issues with that. Like the ending of Dynamite last week, with Jamie, MJF attack, like the ending of it, he hit him with this ring and all that stuff. It was like they rushed that so fast. Like there was no relationship there, so it didn't really mean anything. It was like y'all just started talking the week before, and then y'all supposed to be brothers after that. At least the
Mm.
Adam Cole and him had like months of fucking shit. This one was only 1 week, so like there was no relationship there. So like the churn was not important to me.
Yeah, I think they tried to rely on old stuff
Yeah,
because they kept talking about what happened before, but it's been how long since MJF's been back? Very
like
long time.
6 months.
So that's a very long time, and people forget. So
Yeah, so I thought that was poorly done, but that is what it is. All right, we run down Forbidden Door. I did not watch Zero Hour or anything on Zero Hour, so I can't really tell you anything that happened there. Um, I did want to watch the May versus Page one, but I didn't get to watch it. But let's go to the pay per view. I did watch this one. Willow Nightingale and Tam Nakito versus Chris Statlander and Momo Wannabe. That was actually really good. The rest I didn't show. But all right,
mhm.
we kick off. The first match of the night is MJF versus Henchiro. Henchero. There you
I was confused at first. It's like, who? But I forgot it was Forbidden Door,
go. Yeah,
and I thought that's pretty cool because that guy was actually pretty dope. Um, it's just not the match I would expect MJF to be in
yeah.
because is that guy like the high tier person in the company?
I think so. I think he was a former world champ. I think
Okay. All right.
Ziggler beat him for the title.
Oh, that's the guy he beat. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So I'm not man. So the match I'll just give it 3.5. I thought it was a cool match.
yeah. It should have been Ziggler. He's the Triple A champion. Just saying.
Was he working though?
Nah, he
Because
was in Impact. Yeah, he's a contractor in Impact, so he can't do AEW.
oh okay.
He's
Well,
the
I'm sure he
Triple A
probably could
champion
have,
now. Yeah,
but I bet they probably were doing something. So
yeah, yeah. Because he's the current Triple A champion now.
he might have been in Mexico. Who knows?
Probably was. He's a busy man. Busy man collecting titles. No, he was in Australia because he won the title. Um, Cardona's title, the Australian title.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He just got him and Dana Brooke. She won her match there too and got the
You
title. So
mean
she has
you
the
mean
title
Ash
there
by
too.
Elegance?
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. Hunter, MJ before you give it.
3.5.
I go 3-5. I didn't care. It was a decent match though. I feel like everything with MJF just been rushed, but I guess that's what they do. Acclaim and Tanahashi versus Young Bucks and Okada. The Elite versus what was their name? Scissor Ace.
I couldn't tell you. I know the match was fun though.
Yeah,
Again, I'm just saying I haven't watched the show. So the match was fun. I thought it was actually pretty good. Uh, and at least because I thought this was gonna happen, that Daddy Ass was gonna turn on him
yeah,
again.
yeah,
Didn't he turn on him before?
yeah. He did
I
it with
forget.
the his sons.
So I thought he was gonna turn on Tanahashi,
Yeah,
but good thing. And it was actually a very fun match. This one I'll give also 3.5.
I go 3. Owen Hart Foundation qualifier match. Yeah, Brian versus Shingo. I think this was actually one of my favorite matches of the night. So I'm just gonna go straight and put it at 4 or 5.
I think it was a solid match. I think um, it definitely has the story going forward. Because I know commentary was talking about Brian and
Yeah,
him winning the tournament, so I know that that's what they were pushing. Although I really would have liked to see Shingo win.
Yeah.
But instead, I'll still give it 4.25.
What the fuck?
Thought it was solid. I thought the only thing that really should have been different probably was a different ending. That's it.
Okay, I agree with that. I could agree with that. AEW World Women's Championship, Mina versus Tony Storm.
I think this is the best storm and the best the best storm, the best story in AEW right now. She is the best storm in AEW. And I also like that it's not forced. It's just them,
Yeah,
which is complete contrast to what most people think is going on. Where like, oh, this is a kind of a old thing that should have went away. Where it's like, do you realize that they know how to wrestle?
yeah,
Like, bruh, let them be as silly as they want, because when they get in the ring, they wrestle better than almost everybody in the company. So I don't care.
yeah,
For me, this was a 4-5, just because it was a good match. On top of that,
yeah,
they beat the hell out of each other. I don't know if anybody's noticing, and Tony Storm is trying to kill people out there
yeah,
in the pay-per-view matches. And then there's the story to go along with it, and then you get the big reunion. So now there's three of them.
yeah.
Oh, watch out.
So one thing I loved about this match, and I this is the one small subtlety that I noticed, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I've seen that look before, and that was because Mariah May, she's like very Miss Elizabeth looking in this match, and I was like, when I caught that, and then I googled Miss Elizabeth during the Hogan Macho Man match, and it was the same dress, the same look, and I was like, oh shit, that's actually quite funny. And I actually got a kick out of that. And then just them two, I think they have amazing chemistry. They actually go with each other, and then the story's still there. Tony's still trying to kill people, like whatever. But I think for some reason, and this is something where that's been my highlight of AEW, because there's AEW right now is very hard to watch. This is the highlight of AEW. Like, I've been extremely excited to see what Tony Storm does next and all that stuff, and this matchup and how it ended and ended them all together and shit like that. It kind of remind me of when they first Hogan and Macho fucking first teamed up and shit. So it was actually really great. And I had a lot of fun with that. I'm gonna go 4.75 just because I like the whole aesthetic that they put into it, and then the end. I actually really liked the end of the match too, because they actually ended the story and they actually are cool now and together and shit like that. So I actually thought that was actually like a good circle. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4.75 with this. The most story that you get in AEW right now is from her. Um, Next match is Orange Cassidy versus Zack Saber Jr. Um, I had Saber winning this one, and I thought it was a good match. I thought it was pretty solid. That's a pretty solid wrestling match, but yeah, it was something that I was like, I could have watched this on Dynamite or Collision. So I think that's where my little complaint is, because again, the pay per views are usually extremely long. But I'll go 4.
And this one, again, I didn't. I know it's Forbidden Door, so I know ZSJ is what, New Japan.
Yeah.
Is he still TV champ or no? Is Tanahashi still
No,
champ or
Cobb.
somebody else? Oh, Cobb has the belt.
Cobb
I
has it.
didn't know. Okay. Um, it was a good match. I liked it. But it wasn't. It just didn't hit me the way I thought it would. Uh, Maybe I am a little bit tired of Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something I just wasn't feeling it from him as much this match. So I'm going 3-5.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good match, though. A good second. Next match is Samoa Joe, Sabata Hook versus Jericho, Big Bill, and Jeff Cobb. He was the TV champion. He had the belt on him.
Uh, I was gonna not watch this because I was. I mean, not really because I don't like it. It's just that I didn't watch any of the story and Jericho's character to whatever to me this time. I do actually like Big Bill and the other guy, but Jericho's I don't know. He's not clicking with me. Um, but the actual match though, just because of I know the stuff that's been happening with this trio, it actually was a fun to watch match. And then when you think about it, it's like three badass guys versus these three clowns. I'm like, all right, that's not. Let's see where they go. And again, it wasn't that bad. It was actually fun. But my only thing is that this very much did feel like a TV match.
Yeah.
So it just didn't feel special. That's
Yeah.
my only thing because obviously we have had lots of shit on television with Joe and Hook because this has been brewing for a little bit. That's it. I'm still gonna give it 3.5. I
Yeah.
thought it was good. I think the one thing coming out of the learning tree is development for Big Bill's character
Yeah.
because he's doing something different.
And I actually like
Um,
the bounty hunter. He makes me laugh because he reminds me of like Mr. T for some reason.
yeah, because he has he. I think that's a little bit of the inflection, but he has
Yeah.
that almost like you remember Webster was talking about.
Yeah.
No, no, not Webster. That's
Um. You talking about
the other
different strokes?
Gary Coleman. That's
Gary
Gary Coleman.
Coleman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different strokes.
Yeah.
Yes,
What are you talking about?
he has that. Yeah, he has that like short guy with a real big attitude.
Yeah.
So like it just fits him, and he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
And he picks up. It's the timing. That's the thing. So like that's this whole thing could be real bad, but I think Bill and him like they have good timing.
Yeah.
But as far as the match, I'm gonna give it 3.5.
I go three. I'm kind of like just whatever, but just Cobb being part of it, I was just happy. Like he's fun to watch. So but yeah, I'm gonna go three. We have the TNT Championship ladder match. We have El Phantasmo, Leo Rush, Jack Perry, Takashita, Mark Briscoe, and Dante Martin. You probably see
This
Dante
one,
Martin out for another year after this
oh
match.
really? Oh no. Uh, this one I thought wouldn't be that great, but I was surprised. I actually liked a lot of the interactions between the people. I know Leo Rush got hurt because they tried to kill him,
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunate. But like that's kind of unfortunate because this is one of the better multi-person matches in AEW in a little bit. Usually it's more of a I don't really care, but
Yeah.
this one actually had good players in it, and so I thought it was good. I think, and also not for nothing, the right person won.
Yeah.
So this one I'm gonna give 3.75.
I'm gonna go three. I'm gonna go 3-5. I'll say my highlight of the match was that blue thunder bomb done on El Phantasmo into it was
He
on
was
top of the
actually
ladder.
he was a good player during the
Yeah.
match because he's very agile,
Yeah.
so they can get somebody like him. I mean, obviously you got Dante, but
Yeah.
he was good.
Yeah. No, but that blue thunder bomb was fucking mean. I was like, damn. I rewinded to watch it because I was like, oh shit, that was actually pretty fucking cool.
Mm.
Um, I just felt like I feel like what happens with AEW, they make things extremely predictable. Like you knew for a fact Jack Perry was gonna win. I would like Takashita to win because it feels like they try to push him and not like, and then they just fall flat with him. But with Jack, it works with the character and it works with the elite, so I'm good with that. So I go 3-5. Title for title: Mercedes Monet versus Stephanie Lakier.
Again, this one I knew it was gonna be good because I saw the highlights of the last match,
Yeah,
and I have seen some of Vakur's matches outside um, of like AEW or what was it, New Japan,
yeah,
and she actually the one thing is like she was a very like small
yeah,
because she went through. Then she I think she there's another wrestler that they look almost exactly alike with, but she doesn't have the horns,
yeah.
and they passed through Stardom, so I'm not 100% sure if that was her or not. But I know she good. That's all
Nah,
I gotta
she's
say.
good. They fought before and
Above
they
and
had a good match.
well, again, that's the
Yeah,
one for the title. The
yeah,
first time. Well, not. the first time they met, I believe Monet had the championship, right?
No, the first time they fought was in the strong tournament. That's where she got hurt.
Oh, that was the first. Well,
Yeah,
it was when she was going for it. I got it.
yeah. Because she got hurt the next round.
Who, Vaquer? Because
No,
remember, Monet
Monet
didn't get
got
hurt
hurt.
until the end.
Yeah, Monet made it. She beat her to get to Willow.
Well, she didn't get hurt
She didn't
from
get hurt.
Vaquer.
She
She
got
got hurt
hurt
from
in
Willow.
Willow's match. Yeah,
Gotcha. All right.
but it was really
That's
good.
cool.
They had really good chemistry. I liked the match. Um, I wish what we got. I wish the promo off we got after the match is just not just Britt Baker coming out and coming and leaving. I wish we actually got that promo back and forth. You could have done it there because when it went on Dynamite, it just felt like extremely long. But other than that, like I actually liked it seeing Britt Baker back. I think she's a good person to put against her. But the match, I want to shout out to Stephanie Valkyrie because she's fucking amazing in this match. And then if the AEW wants talent, like they definitely should try their best to fucking sign
So, what'd you get the match?
her. I'm gonna go. I gave Tony Storm and Mina 4-5 or no 4.75. I'll give this 4.25.
This one, I guess I'm gonna give it the same score as the last one, as the last women's match. 425 with an asterisk. I think um it's underrated, an underrated style that they have,
Yeah,
where because those two women were mostly fighting, like I said, a Triple A slash a luchador style,
yeah,
which I know that Monet doesn't get enough credit for actually, because I think since she's actually wrestled promos and her character, the preference you have for that, whatever,
yeah,
she's been having some of the best matches on the pay-per-views since she's got there. As what, like three?
yeah,
And in my opinion, they've been better than some of the top talent that's already been there
yeah.
for God knows how long. Um, so I will just put that out there that she hasn't been nothing but an asset in my eyes because she's at least raised the bar for the women's talent. So
I will say I'll give that credit to Monet. I think she made that TBS title to be the must see title and to go against Tony Storm's title. Like they both feel like a top tier title. I feel like the women's champions are better than the overall company. So I think Tony Storm and Monet right now with their titles, I think they're better than the ones they have, the other champions that they have in their thing. Cause look,
but I don't think
okay,
they're better than Swerve. I don't think they're better
I
than
like
Swerve.
Swerve. You know what? I give credit to
I just
Swerve.
don't think he's in the
Yeah,
best storylines.
there
But
you go.
since Christian was like the best storyline, I think coming out,
Yeah,
and then since then it's kind of.
you know,
I
uh,
think the Osprey ism stuff. I think that was a little fast for my liking. That's all I have to say. I think
so
him calling Charles Osprey
yeah,
champion versus champion
yeah,
was fast.
yeah. I'll give you that. But
I think he should have had another rival in between.
yeah, we'll go more into that one. But there's some things I like about it, and especially because of the build. But I like Swerve, but again, you're right. He doesn't have the best story. I feel like but Monet and Tony they get the time to tell their story. Even though Monet is not really on TV, she kind of her character works with those vignettes and shit like that because it reminds me of like Rock from the satellite what via satellite and shit like that. Like he's too good to be at that arena because he doesn't like that arena. So she's gonna do a video because she don't want to be there, kind of thing. So it works in her character. But all right, next match: IWGP Heavyweight Championship, John Moxley versus Naito. Um, I wanted to like this match more, but I felt like it was a bit off. That was my only thing with it. And I like Naito, and I like Moxley a lot. I like a good Moxley match. I like a good Naito, and I felt like there was just two rubber bands
I think
bouncing
the
off each
only
other.
thing I got from this is small, unfortunate. Maybe it's just a little timing thing.
Yeah,
Maybe it's obviously the man having to come from Japan or whatever. and probably jet lagged or just a little off.
Yeah.
But I think Niso was probably just a little off than usual. That's probably about what I get from it.
Yeah.
Maybe him with the championship, and he'll go back and he'll like rest up and whatever
Yeah.
and be better, be back to 100%. But like yeah, I could tell it wasn't like a few years ago when they fought. You know what I mean? Just in general,
Yeah, they
when
had
he
better
was like,
matches. They had a lot better matches.
mhm,
Especially G1s. Their matches in G1s have been crazy. So have seen them fight before. This one was a
mhm.
letdown.
So this one I'm gonna give no more than 3.75. I would give it 4, but nah.
I'll go 3-5. I'll go 3-5. I've seen better matches with that, and for the fact that it was IWGP title and it was a title change hand, I wanted something a bit more.
Mhm.
But Naito's the new IWGP champion. He's probably like a
Congratulations.
nine-time champion, I guess. I don't know, cause they win those belts like crazy. Anyway, main event is AEW World Championship match. You have Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay.
This one, I guess, for the in ring quality, I can't help but give it a 5.
Yeah,
Like again, I said it was rushed for them to get there, but I think that's just because I'd rather even bigger of a build up
yeah,
before these two actually fought each other. Um, but it was pretty good. Uh, dare I say it? Just Osprey do what he says he's gonna do in terms of in that ring. He is the man.
yeah,
Um, but also he got in there with the actual man. Got in there with Swerve, and he found out he ain't a pushover. And it was just take it out of the context of even the company that they're in. This is a great wrestling match.
yeah,
So I got to give it a 5. And against the the reason I would is just because they stepped up their whole moveset for it, and I think it was like, damn, okay, okay, I was impressed. I don't really have too much to say about it. The only thing is the story they're telling with Don Callis and Osprey feels the weakest out of all the family members. If almost feels out of character for Osprey to like even pay attention to Callis and his evil ways
yeah,
because he doesn't. So thus far, he has not been that type of guy. So
yeah.
just
That
feels a
makes
little.
sense. I give it credit with Don Callis because they brought it up on I think commentating saying that he did it to Kenny Omega. Why wouldn't he do it here? So I give credit in that way. Like you had Evil Edge back then, but you don't have it really now. I like the match itself. I wish again a little bit nitpick. I wish there was a bit more selling, bit more timing on like them getting up and getting up so fast, things like that. But when they landed certain things, they it looked fucking mean. Like I one thing I'll say with Killshot with Swerve, the Killshot looks part. The way he's been catching Osprey, I think he has concussion. Like the one that he, like I feel like he has not recovered from the one he gave him like a dynamite ago. Just because
Mm,
that one was mean as shit. Like his neck looked like it moved from off his head, and then the one that he caught there. I wish that actually ended the match because the way they're
true,
going,
true,
I wish that move ended the match because the way he caught him was fucking mean.
true, true.
And then he did a better finisher than the Osprey. He that fucking chop he caught him with was fucking mean as shit.
This is true.
I'm gonna go 4.75. Just because of the little things with the selling things like that. But other than that, I think they told their best story that they could possibly do. It was well worth the main event of this show. Um, the Don Callis things, yeah, it could be confusing things like that. I give credit to the commentary to kind of like yeah, he done this before. He should do this again, kind of thing. And they kind of highlighted that. So I give him credit because they did highlight that. Because if they not, then it was just random shit, and he's just like, nah, I don't want to. Then Don Cal should have dropped his ass a long time ago, or they should have fucking jumped his ass before the match was over. But I liked what I did. I liked what I saw, and it was a good match. It was probably one of the best match of the night. I like Tony and Mina just because I'm biased, but I think they are equal to it. So 4.75, I give it. Overall pay per view. It'll be, I guess it'll be a 4-5 because most of them, no, yeah, like 4-2-5 because most of them, there was some good ones and the rest of them were average. So yeah, 4-2-5 pay per view.
I guess for me it would be a 4.
Okay. All right. We go to Money in the Bank. And we kick off with the men's Money in the Bank. We have Drew McIntyre. We have Gable. We have Carmelo Hayes. We have Andrade. I don't know why Andrade was so angry. We had Jey Uso and we had Drew McIntyre. I said, and there's one more I'm missing. LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very fun match.
It was a good Money in the Bank, and I think this one had more story to it. I think everybody had a reason to be mad at each other. You had you had Mello and LA Knight. You had Jay and McIntyre. You had Andrade and everybody, and it made sense. And
Yeah,
then you get good old Jay finally, just about to grab that briefcase, about to become Mr. Money Heat in the Bank, and Drew takes him out, and Drew wins the match.
yep. New
So
Money
there
in the
you go.
Bank. Did you?
This one I thought was solid. Um, it didn't quite hit the heights of maybe some of the other ones, but I thought it was very good. And so I'm gonna give it a 4.
All right. I'm gonna go for it as well. I actually have I highlight. I think I liked the women's slightly more than the men's, but I thought they did a good job. And why Andrade trying to kill people?
You got to get that bank. Just saying. Nice guys don't get the bank. That's why Drew won.
Yep. All right. Next match is Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship.
This was a very solid match. I still think Braun should have killed him, but it is what it is. Sammy was powered up by the people. I have a problem with them constantly calling him an underdog because he beat Gunther,
Yeah.
man, champion for 666 days like the devil, and he beat him.
Yeah.
He is not an underdog. Stop it. And he's in his hometown. He's not an underdog. Stop it.
Yeah.
He's the man. Stop it. So that's my only problem with the match.
The Wutu.
It's commentary. Somebody tell Michael Cole cut that out. Um, this one I think was a great showcase for Breaker. He looked like $1 million. Sammy looked like $1 million. That haluva kick was mean. I like that Ron Breaker did he got to do the Hurricane Rana, and he got to do the better than the Goldberg jackhammer type move.
Yeah.
I forgot what you call that.
It's like
The,
a hand press
the
body slam. Power
I
slam.
think Big Papa Pump used to do that.
Yes.
He didn't need to do it a lot. I know that
No.
for sure.
No.
That was not like his go-to move. His was like the screwdriver.
I think he got that
I think
honestly
he
from.
can't do that.
Yeah, I
I
think he
think
actually got that from Goldberg.
I think okay,
Because
okay,
Goldberg used to do it as a press, and then he'll slam you. So
yeah.
he'll like
So
hold you up, and then he'll slam you.
yeah, so he probably it's a Goldberg adjacent move.
Yeah, because
Also
he was
also the
also a
spear,
big Goldberg fan.
also the spear.
Yeah,
So uh, but regardless, it's just like he came off looking like $1 million. My only thing is I'm sad he didn't win. So this one I'm giving him 4 or 5.
I'm going 4-5, and I wanted Sammy. I actually had Sammy winning this match. I was like, yo, they're going. Everyone's gonna think that Sammy's gonna lose. I'm like, you gotta remember who he beat for that IC title. So like
This is true.
he can beat anybody. If he could beat him, he could beat anybody. The way they sold Braun Breaker going into this match, he was a monster, things like that. But the veteran, I think, is gonna find a trick to get this rookie that just goes head first to do everything to lose.
This is
So,
true.
great match though, very great match. We got John Cena announcing his retirement and kind of saying that this is his last run and he's gonna have a bunch of matches before his last run at WrestleMania 41.
I the only thing missing, I think, was somebody coming out and challenging him.
Yeah, we needed
That's about it.
the first challenger.
That's literally the only thing I thought was missing. I was like, no surprise, no challenge, no who's gonna, because it can't be theory. He
Yeah,
already beat it. Can't be theory. I saw Baron Corbin say something about it,
yeah.
but he didn't come out. So,
Punk said something about it too.
oh, I would say a lot of people do owe Cena because Corbin specifically owes him for Money in the Bank. I
Yeah,
didn't forget Corbin had hair
yeah.
last time Cena made a fool of him. I
And then
remember
that's
that.
why he lost it after Cena.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's the one. He's the reason
Yeah.
that Baron Corbin lost his Money in the Bank.
Yep. Yep. All right. Next match is Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins World Heavyweight Championship. I thought the match was good until the little boo boo in the end, and I think it was just a miscue for McIntyre to come out. Other than that, like it was a very solid match. I think they have very good chemistry. I thought the hits were good and everything else was pretty fine. I just think the miscue was the little issue they had. The ending was great. McIntyre, action gets reactions, and honestly, that's the good quote. Every action has a reaction. That's gonna be Drew McIntyre's pitching you that fucking thing, because everything you do is gonna backfire, and you don't fucking listen what some punk said. Since as long as I'm around, he ain't gonna be world champion.
He's
That
gonna
gonna
f
gangster boy.
around and he's gonna find out.
Drew needs to buy a
Like,
gun because that's the only way you're gonna get rid of CM Punk.
yeah, I mean, yeah. I do wish for the story though that CM Punk at least put some band-aids on his face because he looked like he got messed up.
Yeah,
And showed up there looking like $1 million.
yeah.
Um,
That was a couple weeks
other than
though.
that, other yeah, but you would have scratches on your face. You
Yeah,
got
that's true.
punched in the face, beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Most important.
The illusion. Like again, they got the money. Come
Yeah,
on,
but it was
that's all
good.
I'm saying.
It was good. I'll go
Uh,
match. I'll
go
go
ahead.
4 or 5.
For this match, I'm going 4-2-5. I'll bump it up. The asterisk is the 2-5 is from the CM Punk.
Yeah,
I thought it was a solid match. Uh, I don't think it was anything special. The boo boo at the end, it didn't really mess with me too much. It's just my only issue is if Seth wasn't a good guy, he would have got up and he would have stomped that ref's head in.
yep,
That's all I'm saying. Is he would have stomped the ref's head in, got another ref, and pinned him again. That's all I'm saying. But the one thing I do think that in any other circumstance would have been annoying, but because Drew said what he said,
yeah,
I think the constant looking towards the entryway made a lot of sense. I think them both being paranoid and both being like hesitant during the match and looking up the ramp, waiting for Drew to come in was like, this is earned. This is a giant Scotsman with a briefcase ready to take one of you out, and he said he's going to do it. So it kind of added a little bit to the tension
yeah,
of the match. But other than that, I think it was super solid. I'm glad Priest retained. It was a little messy,
yeah,
I would say, but I think in the end, uh, yeah, Drew, you gotta let this one go, man. That guy's gonna keep messing with you.
yeah.
It's over. You got to take him out for good. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Next is the women's Money in the Bank. You had Naomi. You have Chelsea Green, Io Sky, uh, Valkyria, Zoe Stark, and Tiffany Stratton. Am I missing
I
anyone?
think they no, that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
I
I
think
think they
they
went.
stole the show.
They went they went can't go balls to the wall, so they went boobs to the wall. They went all in, man. Girls was trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
Once again, here we go. Gotta tell them, hold on, man. Y'all gotta come back next week. What y'all doing? Ah, damn. Zoe Stark
Rest in
tried to
peace.
murder. No, she tried to murder Valkyria and then immediately almost took her own head off. Michael Cole had the line of the night. He said, "I feel sick that I am enjoying this match." I was like, "You know what? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
My
They
back
are
hurt
they are
watching this
hurting
match.
each other. My head hurt. My back hurt. My crotch hurt. Naomi did the splits between the lat. Like she did something nobody's ever done. She did the Van Dam between two ladders. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, give that woman her props. And she did the DDT perfectly.
Yeah.
Just um, this match is a five. I don't give a
Chelsea
damn.
had me fucking rolling
It
too.
was a car crash. They did things I've never seen before. They almost killed each other. And the right person won. I'm sorry. I'm
Yep.
giving it a five.
It
I
was,
don't get.
yeah. I think I'm going five with it. I thought it was the highlight of the night. I thought they all killed it and they tried to kill each other as well. I still think Zoe Stark is dead after Io Sky.
It was her
Fucking,
soul
I saw.
carrying the body.
You just see the little angel with the heart flying up.
Yep.
Um, but they killed it. I think these ladies fucking killed it. And Tiffany Stratton, a new Money in the Bank. I was like, is her or Chelsea? Like Chelsea fucking killed it for
Hmm.
me too. She had me fucking rolling this whole match, man. She was
And
trying to
she's
jump to
dead.
it, and she
Matt
did too.
Cardona gonna have to pay to get her airlifted. Bruh,
Yo,
that
someone
ladder
caught a
was
beautiful, like a perfect picture of her fall too. Like she's like in the midst of the air and shit. I'm like, holy, that might actually be the podcast picture.
I just want to point out that usually sometimes there's a little hang time when people be falling off and stuff. When she fell, she dropped like a rock.
Oh, she. I thought honestly, I feel like maybe in her mentality, it was like a whole 10 minutes, but in our view, it was like 1 second.
She's, but I will also say that the placement spot on.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. She
Yo,
went
I
right through
the
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 table.
one thing that reminded me of that fall
Yeah.
was the Nakatora fucking tower fall.
Oh,
Die
Jesus.
Hard.
All right. Jesus. All
Cause
right.
she just went down.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. She just went down. Oh man, that match was great, man. I That's one match I watched twice too. So
And you
yeah,
know what?
five.
I gotta give credit to commentary because Graves was feeling under the weather because of the heat,
Yeah,
and he was like he don't know if he's delirious, and him and Michael Cole were just like I can't believe what we're watching
yeah,
the entire time.
yeah,
So I was like, yeah, this is everything together.
yeah. They killed it.
And at the end, he said, and I believe it, everybody in that match deserves a standing ovation. Yes, they do,
Agree.
and a big old pack of ice.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Tiger Bomb.
Jesus.
Tiger Bomb will be bought tonight. Um, and then our main event is the Bloodline versus Cody, Randy, and Kevin Owens. Um, Owens was like again like he kind of had a big conversation about his mom being in the hospital and stuff like that. So he was like straight up game face the whole match and like
Hmm.
not even like built breaking that character of just being game like he had his game face on and I liked the match. I thought it was solid. Big thing for Jacob Fatu to actually get his bearings in and getting his rolling in. But I thought it was a fun match and it was a good highlight for Solo and the this new brand of the Bloodline.
They had to win because otherwise there's a bunch of posers. I keep saying, how the hell are you supposed to be important and you don't win?
Exactly.
I think Solo has the most losses out of anybody in the bloodline,
Yeah,
and
he
it's
has like
ridiculous.
43.
It's ridiculous. He shouldn't even be the tribal chief. Just make Jacob Fatu the chief. Like,
Like
bruh,
you know what's crazy, and this is a funny fact. He's the reason of Cody Rhodes' first Cody Rhodes' four losses in WWE came because it was Solo Sakura.
it, it is fine,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean anything until either Solo gets a championship or takes Cody's championship off of him, and B, he needs to just get his ones up in general. Because again,
Yeah.
yeah, you might be a little bit of a spoiler, but bruh, I can't take you serious
Yeah.
when all you do is lose.
Yeah.
So good that they won, glad that the match went off well. I liked how they worked together.
Yeah,
That much I will say. The bloodline, this new bloodline works well together. They are very dangerous,
yeah.
but they have like just dirty things to do all around the ring. Tamatanga still out there. Tommy Davison and yeah, 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 yeah. Um, and Jacob Fatu looks like $1 million.
Yeah,
He's
man.
good. He's good, and I just want him to have like I don't want to say solo,
Yeah,
but please let him have some singles matches so people can see him do what he do. Because I
yeah,
think that's the thing. When they see him fly, that's the thing that's gonna make people go, God damn.
yeah,
Because they built him at what 270 something, and he can do moonsaults,
yeah.
wrist off a cage. I'm just saying, I, I'm you got to give him the opportunity to show it. So I await them showing that off. So this match still, it was fun, but it wasn't like the end all be all for me. I
Yeah,
think it never really reached more than the heights of say a SmackDown match for me.
yeah.
I would say the only one who was I felt I felt him dog was KO.
Okay.
So I'll give it a 4.
No, I'll go for. It was a solid. I say it was more building the bloodline. I think that was what this match was supposed to be, a statement for the bloodline to show that they're gonna be dominant, kind of thing. I love the story that they build behind it a bit. Solo been excellent on the mic and actually carrying himself really well with that too. So I give credit where credit's due. But yeah, match. It like you could have did it on SmackDown. It would have been the same kind of thing. But I go for it. It was entertaining and it built more story for that bloodline. All right. Overall,
I guess I'm gonna have to say 4 or 5.
yeah, 4-5. Good
Yeah, four
Money in the
five.
Bank.
Good show. Great show.
All right. Before we go, we could do a fast prediction of Heatwave, because that's tonight.
Okay. Yes, sir.
ST Heatwave. Let's get the card up real fast. All right. We got so many fucking pop-ups. Let's see. We have one, two, three. There's three matches there. There's like supposed to be like five, right? Or are they keeping it short? I don't. Oh fuck. My bad. All right. NXT Heatwave. That's tonight. First match is the North American Championship match. You have Wesley versus Obafemi.
Overfemi.
Obafemi.
No chance.
Yeah, that boy's gonna die.
I think it's gonna be an amazing match,
Mhm.
but Overfemi's taking it.
Yeah, I say Obafemi keeps it. I have a feeling Obafemi stays with that title until he goes to the world title.
Okay.
I don't see no
He
one
he would be credible to have both championships for like
do
a
what like
little.
what Keith Lee did.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
There you go.
But have a crowd. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because remember the time and yeah.
there you go. We got Carmen Petrovic and Ariana Grace versus JC Jane and Jasmine Nix.
I didn't even know this was gonna be a match. Okay. I hope JC Jane and them win. She needs a break, man. That's not her nose.
I want Ariana Grace to get a good win.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna
That's
go. I'll
true.
go for them.
All right, fine. I'll pull for that. All
I'll
right.
give them more credit if she uses the sword.
Oh, really?
Ariana Grace uses the sword.
No, that's the other girl.
No, but she's gonna use the sword.
Oh, no, she would never use a sword. She's a lady. She doesn't do that.
You gonna put her in a desperate situation. She gonna get the sword.
No, that's her. That her character would never use a sword. She would use a dagger.
There you go. Maybe she has a dagger.
Nate?
Anyway, tag team championship match. You have NXT. Oh, you have Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Chase U.
Uh, no. I think it's gonna be Frasian Axiom. They're showing the cracks,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's gonna be Chase Utica. I mean, see. My feeling is if Chase U up to this point had never been tag champs, I would be like, oh yeah, Chase U's
Yeah,
taking it. But I think that's not the story to tell. So
yeah.
I think they retain.
I think they retain, but I think because you have both tension in both teams too. You have tension in Chase U, you have tension in this team, and I feel like you're still
Which
gonna have the
version?
tension,
Did
huh?
they show a
Andre
specific
Chase
version of
and
it?
Duke Hudson gonna be because
Oh,
remember this
if
dude
what's
got
the
kicked out. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
the
he's out.
match.
Yeah. Okay.
Kalani Jordan versus Sol Roca. I actually think that's gonna be a fun match.
I think it's gonna be good.
Jordan stays.
Uh, I would say Jordan stays, but I don't doubt that Sol Ruka could win.
I
That's
have a feeling that she could win it, but I feel like again you just got the title with her. I think this is a match that you have one off that could have been very close and very clean, and then you have them fight again, and then that's when Soul Worker could take it.
'cause I don't think either one of them has anybody that's gunning out for them.
Yeah.
Because the NXT women's locker room is petty. Um,
Well, Jada Parker still wants her title.
yeah, but she's not mad at either
She
one of
mad
them.
at everybody.
She's mad at Michan still.
She
So
killed her. Well,
nah, she ain't
Ming
kill
Chen
her. She
killed her
showed up
son.
on SmackDown.
Ming Chen broke her face.
So
She died in NXT World.
yeah, there you go.
Um,
I'll say Kalani retains.
yeah. I'll say she retains as well. Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice, NXT Championship.
I don't think yet is the time for Lola. I think she will be women's champ, but I don't think just yet.
I think they just need a good showcase from her.
I feel like she might win it in a triple threat or something though.
Okay.
So not this one. I think Roxanne.
I got Perez keeping it. And then Fatal 4-Way, NXT
You
Championship.
know what?
Right.
Hold on. Unless interference, this could be the match where somebody else from Impact comes in. This could be a match for one of her other rivals,
Yeah.
a girl that she did dirty comes in.
Nikita
So
Lyons.
I'll put that asterisk. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. And then the main event is Fatal 4-Way. We have Trick Williams versus Evans versus Ethan Page versus Sean Spears.
I think there'll be shenanigans and it'll be close, but I don't think Trick's gonna lose it.
I think Ethan Page is gonna take the title.
I was thinking is either Page or Spears is gonna pull some type of shenanigans.
I would love to see Spears with the title, but he's just not that person. Like to what I know that he came back for NXT for, he's came back to help people and train
Yeah.
people. I don't
Hmm.
see them putting the title on him. I would love it, 100%. I would be honestly, I would be okay with anyone winning because I even Javon Evans, I think he's really stepping it up too. I see if
Hmm.
it is not retained, I think Ethan Page takes the title.
Okay.
You
Okay.
you have a really good heel on him right now. Like, and you have the heat going on him and things like that. He also got something in Spears as well. So like, I know with just patterns and like that, they like heel champions more than baby faces because the chase is more popular. But I'll be again, it could be either one, and I still would be happy. I think we're gonna have a really good 4-way match though. All right,
Hmm.
that's tonight. And last but not least, we have the wrestling retrospect, and it's my pick, and I'm gonna pick Santana Jackson. That's that Michael Jackson wrestler.
Does he have a lot of matches
Yeah,
though,
he
or does he
does.
just have
He
a few?
actually he fought Matt Cardona.
No, I mean that one I know, but like,
Oh, he has
does
a
he
shit
have
ton
a
of
lot?
matches. Yeah, he has a shit ton of matches, and they're easy to find. I found like probably like 10 to 20, like 10 to 15 matches. Like they're all pretty good, very gimmicky, but they're actually quite fun.
Because I did see already him versus Speedball, so I can't watch that one.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'll go Santana Jackson.
Okay.
He just popped up on my thing. That's why I was like, that actually will work out because I actually wanted. There's one I run and see where he actually wrestled and stuff like that. He does a lot of GCW stuff, so he has quite a few
Yeah.
matches there.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, we gotta wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Thank you for listening. Follow us on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark with the Mic. Also follow Wrestling Link.
Also, shout outs to MXM being an ROH,
There you go.
getting that
Yeah,
contract. Okay. Okay. I see you. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the jinkies.
He's hungry.
Later.